I never expected a simple Sunday morning to turn into a moment that would redefine everything I knew about family. My name is Rachel Thompson. I married David 4 years ago after a whirlwind romance that brought both excitement and stability into my life. David came with 2 sons from a previous marriage, Ethan, now 22, and Caleb, 19. They were polite, respectful, and more often than not, kept to themselves. We had a cordial relationship, one that existed without too many expectations. I never tried to be their mother, and they never asked me to be. Our lives ran smoothly. David worked long hours as a corporate consultant, often travelling for days at a time. I managed the house and worked part-time as a freelance graphic designer. Ethan and Caleb had their own routines: college, part-time jobs, gym sessions, and weekend hangouts. We'd exchange pleasantries over breakfast or the occasional family dinner, but we were more like roommates bound by circumstance than anything else. That Sunday started like any other. The sunlight streamed through the kitchen window as I brewed my coffee and began folding laundry. David had left the night before on a business trip to Chicago. I liked these quiet mornings. No rush, no noise, just a chance to catch up on chores and enjoy some peace. I was sorting towels in the hallway when I heard a loud thud, followed by muffled voices coming from Caleb's room. I paused, towel in hand, and listened. "You serious?" one voice said. "Yeah, now or never," the other replied. Another crash followed. Something had definitely fallen. I walked to the door and knocked. "Everything okay in there?" I asked, my voice calm but curious. No answer. "Ethan? Caleb?" Suddenly the door swung open. Both boys stood there, slightly flushed, looking unusually serious. Before I could say another word, Ethan gently took the laundry basket from my arms while Caleb reached for my hand. "You need to come with us," Ethan said. I blinked in confusion. "What is going on?" "Just trust us," Caleb replied, managing a small, nervous smile. "It's important." The boys led me into Caleb's room. I hesitated at first, unsure of what to expect. My heart raced, not out of fear but uncertainty. The room was cluttered as usual, with textbooks, weights, and gaming controllers scattered across the floor. But what caught my eye was the giant collage pinned to the far wall. Photos, dozens of them. Of us, family dinners, birthdays, Christmas mornings. Some of them I didn't even know had been taken. "What is all this?" I asked, slowly stepping closer. Ethan exhaled. "We wanted to show you something we've been working on." Caleb nodded. "We realised something recently, and we didn't know how to say it, so we thought maybe this would help." As I scanned the photos, I felt my chest tighten. There were moments frozen in time that I had completely forgotten. Me cheering at Caleb's baseball game, helping Ethan pick a tie for prom, making pancakes in the kitchen with flour all over my apron. Moments that to me felt insignificant at the time, but apparently meant something to them. "We've been selfish," Ethan began. "We never really let you in. You've done so much for us and we barely acknowledged it." Caleb added, "We know you're not our mum, and you never tried to replace her, but that made us respect you even more." I stood there speechless as tears welled in my eyes. "We were hoping," Ethan continued, "that you'd accept this as a thank you. For putting up with us, supporting us, and being there even when we didn't deserve it." They pointed to a small wrapped box on the desk. Caleb handed it to me, and I opened it with trembling fingers. Inside was a handmade scrapbook filled with personal notes, inside jokes, and handwritten letters. "We wanted you to know," Caleb said softly, "that we see you. And we care. You're more than just our dad's wife." I couldn't hold back the tears anymore. I hugged them both, my heart full in a way I hadn't felt in years. It was overwhelming, emotional, and healing all at once. What started as a confusing, even frightening moment turned into one of the most heartfelt experiences of my life. That simple act, being pulled into a room, became a turning point. We didn't become a perfect family overnight, but that day shattered the walls we'd built. Now, months later, we talk more, we laugh more, we share dinners and stories and life, and every time I look at that scrapbook, I remember how sometimes the biggest changes come from the quietest moments, and how love, even when unspoken, finds its way to the surface. That day in the bedroom wasn't about confrontation or confusion. It was about connection, and I'll cherish it forever.